Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ira Fat Girl. Heading out on a recovery for this all-wheel drive Charger, and up here above, you'll see the GMC Sierra that we're going to do first. They're trying to get up over the mountain because the interstate's backed up due to that crash in the tunnels on I-80. So everybody's trying different routes to get to the west side of Green River. Unfortunately, truck drivers have decided to take the main service road, which is not suitable for a semi. There was three of them stuck in that when I drove by, so there's no way to get through there. So you have to go up and over this mountain. So this guy was trying to head to work last night. Made as much forward progress as he could. Last night was the fresh ice storm, so you can see 13% slope there, trying to get up it. He couldn't make it any further, so tried to back down, started sliding, dropped off down in this ditch. Ended up deploying all the airbags, called his insurance company. They said the truck's totaled. So we just got to get it out of there. Unfortunately, his keys were stuck in the ignition, which made the battery go dead, which also made it so the key fob and stuff wouldn't work to get the doors open. So you'll see here in a few seconds we had winched him up out of the ditch there. Almost was able to do it with the rollback, just a little bit too much for the rollback to pull it up over that hump. So with the added 10,000 pound winch on Fat Girl, we were able to pop the front end right up over the top, get it up out of there. But then we have to get in it to get it started, which we were hoping it was going to start because it was laying on its side pretty good there. But the only access to it here with a pickaxe knocked the window out because, like I said, the keys were locked in it with the dead battery. Can't get the electric locks to work with the spare keys. Nothing, couldn't get in it. So we got in her. Unfortunately, I knocked that window out. Just dumbfounded this thing's totaled just because the airbags went off, because the only damage we could see is that dent in the fender where it tipped up so far that the fender got into the ground. Pretty impressive it didn't end up on the roof, but if it would have ended up on the roof, boy, it would have been an exciting slide down the hill, because 12% grade, pretty steep. Doesn't look like it in the videos, but it's pretty steep to get up here. And then we have to get in there. We're gonna get a jump pack on it and get it started up. And as you'll see, it starts up, and it smokes pretty good because there was some oil where it wasn't supposed to be, but it did make it, no problem, get it started. Then on the way down the mountain, what we did is the rollback's all chained up, so that thing's not going anywhere. I can't remember how many thousand pounds Gabe said that thing weighs, but I think it was like 13,000 pounds that rollback is, with the duals chained up and the fronts chained up. He went first, and then the pickup truck followed him. So if something bad happened, he'd just run into the back of the rollback, and it'd be better than taking off and hitting something, especially seeing how that new Charger's sitting down there. You can see it just in the distance there, sitting off in the ditch. And there's the smoke I was talking about when we fired her up. But then got her all done. He was able to get in it, got him 4-wheel drive, and was able to back through the sagebrush to get to a trail that's just behind that bush, and pretty much got out of there pretty uneventful for how he got in there. I mean, that must have been a wild ride sliding down that hill, but it looked pretty good. What I like, Fat Girl just drives up and down that stuff like there's nothing to it, but it also helps I got brand new tires on mine. It just goes. Fat Girl weighs 5,680 pounds, so got some weight there too. And yeah, we have a lot of fun here going on recoveries and taking care of everybody we possibly can. But he gets her back to the trail there, and that's gets there, and then the rollback will drive out in front of him so that he can come down. And then here's my impersonation of Rory Irish from Trail Mater. You know, he always does the videos of the tires rolling down on his Trail Mater and all the Jeeps. Kind of a neat effect to look under there and see all the Terraflex, and there's some Summit stickers on the skid plates there. And my grandkids helped me with that. They stuck the stickers all over underneath on there. And yeah, those are those Yokohama Geolander X 37 1250s on it. They really work good in the snow and in the rocks, pretty much everywhere. They're real happy. Then yeah, I got a little bit of audio here, which surprised me, because I don't know what happened why I didn't have audio in the first part. I just got the camera out and see how the truck's following the rollback wrecker to make sure that he doesn't take off, hit anything. After we get him down the hill, we spin around and back up, check out the damage on the Charger. Yeah, the little Charger didn't quite make it. So, let's see how it's going to be. Oh yeah, running's pretty good. Yeah, I drove up on top the mountain here, turned around. I'm coming down now, but got up there to find a spot to turn around the rollback, which worked out pretty good because there was a real nice spot up there to turn around. And you can see it drops right off on the right hand side there. If you mess up and go off of that, you're not going to do too well. Even here, at least there's a little berm here to keep you from going off, but this area, I can't tell you the number of cars I've pulled out of it. It's been a lot. People always say the same thing. It wasn't that bad when I started up it, but once you get up towards the top, you're committed. There's no place to turn around, and there's drop off with no guardrails. So if you mess up, your chances are you're gonna probably get hurt. So if you're gonna go up there, you probably should have chains and tire chains so you can get some traction, because it the elevation, unfortunately I didn't leave my elevation monitor on when I went up on the top, but it's close to 7,000 feet up on top of it. Here I'm using the wide angle lens so I can get both Fat Girl and the car in, so it looks like we're sitting sideways, but we're actually straight in line with one another. But just got the person in the car idling in reverse, and you can see it's just winching out nice and slow and easy. We're trying to minimize the damage to the car. We got it out. I initially thought he'd be able to just turn and drive down, but he couldn't hold with his brakes. It would just start sliding down the incline. Even though it doesn't look like there's an incline here, there is a pretty serious incline. So we ended up having to hook the rollback to it to brake it coming down.
Gabe was taking his tire chains off, and I didn't realize how spectacular it was going to be to see him take his tire chains off. But makes it nice when you have a rollback, so you can lift up your tires off the ground to get your chains off, instead of having to fight them like mere mortal men. That's hilarious.
This is the backup on I-80 due to the tunnel closure from the accident we had this week, where the 26 vehicles crashed in the tunnel and set on fire. And killed 3 people. It looks like our tunnels will be closed down for quite a while, so they're rerouting all the traffic through the little town of Green River, which is horrible. This traffic's backed up 4 miles from the exit ramp to get down in there, and just thought I'd give you a little view of what people not paying attention when they're driving can cause, and the long-term effects besides the death of the 3. But then you've got this that we'll be putting up with probably for most of the summer. They're saying they're going to open up one of the tunnels and do split lane traffic through it, but if you've ever been through those tunnels, they're not that wide, so if you're running 2 semis head on at each other through there, it's going to be ugly because they never slow down. They're supposed to be doing 20 miles an hour when they do it, but you know they'll be doing 55, so 2 semis at 55, if they hit, another devastating crash is going to happen. But thanks for watching. Have a great day.